he had to leave.
You know, because we
But
loved him. Like he got in close. We he was a member of the raid team. He wasn't a member of the guild.
yeah, I agree. I will say though, because this is well, I was kind of talking about this a little bit. Just like I don't know if he left because of Jay getting frustrated with him, I would feel really bad, especially because I remember like in that moment I was telling myself like I forgot about doing it. But I was like telling myself to whisper Jay just to be like, hey, he's up a little bit on third.
Yeah.
Um, but
Because
that was kind of
I
but
honestly like personally thought
if
Erd's call outs were pretty helpful.
they were, we wouldn't have
And
gotten
I
dialogue.
whispered him telling him that I thought his call outs were helpful.
Same, so did I. I told him that we wouldn't have got dialogue counted out, and I still believe that. But it's
Especially his call outs where the crystals,
kind of
because
why
like even
Pally,
tonight, like
no,
y'all could hear me being like, where the fuck's the
no,
crystal spawning?
yeah. But if if he left because of Jay, then that's I mean like that's kind of frustrating because that's kind of the same reason why Pally left because he felt like
Our paladin left?
little Pally.
Wait, what did Pally, what, wait, y'all never actually told me why Pally left, just that he had a bad work schedule.
Well,
That's all y'all told me.
there was
And
I
then
was kind
y'all
of like
occasionally
shit.
mentioned things about him saying about like you as a raid leader, like Jay as something, but y'all never actually told me. Can y'all please actually tell me?
Yeah, I can explain some stuff.
Okay, because like y'all never
So
actually told me, and I felt like because
yeah, I can.
so
I can.
for a little bit I felt like y'all weren't actually telling me because it was something about me, but then I realized it might just be because y'all weren't comfortable talking
It's
about
not.
it.
Don't worry.
You know, I'm honestly I don't care if it was something actually about me, but I do just want to know. I don't like people keeping shit from me.
Yeah.
I just killed us.
Um. Go ahead. What you sorry.
I said this out loud, but it's not important. I apologize.
Oh, you're good.
Just in
I was
exasperation. So go ahead.
yeah. All good. Basically, so he said one. So he said to me that I wasn't like taking charge enough in the raids, and that I was letting people walk over me and stuff like that, which not news to me. But also, I understand that to be a better raid leader, I should be a little bit stronger willed.
Stronger willed, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's yeah, exactly. What was that exactly? Um, but so I don't know. I've been working on that a little bit, but then he was also upset with Jay because he felt like Jay's very dismissive of other people's ideas.
Which
Like,
I get.
and
I feel like in part it might just be because of Jay trying to like support you to be stronger of a raid lead. But I do get what Pally's saying. I do get what he was
well,
saying. I feel
I
like
mean,
sometimes it might just
me
be
personally, I've honestly felt like, at least recently, I don't know, and is this, I don't know, I've been a little frustrated with Jay recently, but it could also just be like me being annoying and frustrated for my own reasons. I can't tell, but I definitely feel like some of like today was perfectly fine. I have no problems with today. Like I unless I'm like really looking for issues that aren't there. But I don't know. There's the last few times where it just kind of felt like he was like being dismissive of even what I was saying, and I was kind of like, bro. Because I remember I forget if it was last raid or if the raid before that, but I was like feeling really confident for the first time in a while, and I was like chatting a lot and like I was kind of excited to raid lead that night, and then I feel like he kind of took over right away, and I was just kind of like, oh, I don't really want to try anymore. Which I shouldn't like give up that quickly, but it just kind of felt like, but yeah. But yeah, I mean it's not that big a deal, and I don't I don't have any reason to, you know, be like Jay's the reason why we lost Erd and Pally, and we're gonna lose everyone. Jay's gonna make everyone leave because he's so mean. I don't think that's not what I'm saying at all. Just a little sad if that's the reason why those people left, because it's kind of making me frustrated recently.
I was halfway wondering if, cause you know we were asking Erd to kind of join the guild and whatnot. I was wondering if that might have made him feel some type of way too.
Well, I hope not,
There
especially because
was one time where I was like,
But
"Er,
I
join
thought
the
that was
guild," and then
supposed to be positive.
immediately after I said that, I like whispered. I was about to say pissed him, but I was like, "That's weird." I whispered him and was like,
yeah,
I'm totally joking. Like, you're already a member of this raid team. You do not have
yeah.
to
That
join us.
I don't remember
Join the guild. Like,
if you.
you're already completely a member of this raid team as far as me and anyone else is concerned."
Yeah, I don't remember
Findet
if you mentioned
Meliodas
that,
is
but
now live.
um,
Streaming World of
you don't have to join the
Warcraft,
guild if you don't
classic
want
hunter
to,
leveling
but
chilling with the
you know,
homies.
you're a member of the raid team as long as you're here.
Cause I think I told you I knew Erd before they started raiding with us, right?
Me
Yeah,
too. I knew Erd before too. Like, I dungeoned with him a couple times. I'd been in like some raids with him before. We, I knew him before we started raiding too, or like actually like
I just wonder
really
if he
like.
might, because of his, you know, because we all kind of have an idea of like his past. I wonder if he has like attachment like type issues. Like, oh my God, these people really
To
like me.
me, it
I don't
seemed
want to
like he
start
did, but
liking
I
them.
might. So I'm not the most objective person when it comes to attachment issues. I am very much. I have so like I don't know if y'all have been able to pick up, which I think you have if y'all aren't blind. I have hella fucking attachment issues. I got mommy issues, I got daddy issues, I got all the fucking issues. But y'all know, like I mean, so Erd seemed pretty comfortable divulging, not like divulging. She didn't be like, I'm gonna take advantage of him, but just like I can just try and get some, maybe an opinion from him and get some information from him, and then like tell it to y'all like objectively, clearing all of the personal shit. Just be like, here are the base facts.
Or punching my mic. I popped my neck and that felt so good. I ca- so I killed I killed me and Jenna and Marodon. I was feeling kind of cocky and sit around the corner so I could like watch Moggle do his thing. The pack came by. I was like, I'm stealth. It'll be fine. They're like, no, we see you. I was like, no. And they're all considerably higher than I am. So then they killed me. And then instead of going after Moggling, they went after Jen. And I was like, oh no. Oh, he made 3 laps around so that way he didn't have to kill the mobs while he waited for a back from corpse. Oh no. Oh, he waited. He didn't loot. I. Okay, so if he falls, he's got to make a lap. That's interesting. I'm assuming y'all have boosted people through most of these instances, then, right? Or at least been boosted
Okay,
once or
I've
twice.
never boosted anyone through Mara, like as far as Mara, but I've done like up through Graveyard. Like I've
Could you guys hear me a second ago?
No, I've been
no.
talking and I kind of felt like nobody was listening.
I was talking a lot. I don't know if it's good or bad that people didn't hear me.
Oh, well now I feel like I should have heard you, but unfortunately, no, I did not. I'm not really sure why. Like,
No, yeah. I don't know. I was just like, I wasn't like anything serious, but I was just like, the words were representative of how I felt very accurately. Mostly of confusion, because I don't basically what I was saying in some way was like brain weird, have thoughts, thoughts are cohesive. You know what I mean? Like it's like a string of thoughts, and it's like yeah, that is how I feel. But then the thoughts like bounce around and they do little somersaults and like go on all sorts of shenanigans, and I'm like, what's happening? I don't understand. How am I supposed to feel? How like what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking? What's going on? I don't understand. I'm confused. Do you ever guys feel like praying like that?
Yes, especially when it comes to feelings, because I feel like some feelings aren't understandable.
And I also feel like a bad person for feeling anything. I feel like
I feel like
Wait,
a bad
what?
person.
I just like have an insane amount of internalized guilt for anything and everything. I don't know. I just feel like everything and everything is my fault all the time. But I also feel like I can't say that or act like that because then I'm just like, garnering pity from everybody and like manipulating people so they're nice to me so because they feel bad for me. And I'm like, that's not. I don't. It's. I don't know. I just feel like I'm constantly trapped in between being an asshole or being an asshole. And I feel like if I do nothing at all and then just smile and be nice to people, then I'm not that bad.
Well, I've never really seen you being an asshole, so.
Well, that's because I just kind of I stay in the in between there, and I just don't do anything.
I legitimately don't know if you have the capability to be an asshole.
No, I mean I
You're
definitely
literally just
can.
the nicest person I've ever met.
I mean, like maybe not intentionally trying to be shitty, but like we all do things we're not proud of. We wish we didn't, or wish we couldn't do whatever.
Yeah.
Plenty of
I
times.
find it best not to think too much on those things. Personally.
That's all I think about. What if this had gone better? What if that had gone better? What if I'd done this differently?
There's a quote about something about dwelling on the past, and I can't think about it right now.
I have one that I like a lot. It's a Buddhist thing. It's
Well, if
I'm stealing it from King of the Hill actually.
fuck, okay, I gotta hear this. Go ahead.
Um, it's the story about there's like a tiger and a guy. Okay, this guy is running away. This guy's running away from a tiger, right? Like he's getting chased by a tiger, and he gets chased to like the cliffside, and he tries to like scale down. He falls off the cliff. He falls off the fucking cliff. Okay, and he catches himself on a branch, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And he looks up, and there's a tiger trying to fight him from up top. And he looks down, and there's a tiger down there too, trying to get him from below. So he's like, fuck. But then he looks around him, right? And he sees on the branch that he's holding on to, he sees a strawberry growing at the end of it. And he grabs the strawberry, and he eats the strawberry. And it is the sweetest strawberry he's ever had in his entire life. That's the whole thing, but I like it because it's about like so to explain it, it's basically like the tiger that's chasing you is the past, right?
Yep.
The tiger that's at the bottom of the cliff there is the future, and the strawberry is the present. So if you stop worrying about the tiger chasing you and the tiger ahead of you, just enjoy the strawberry that you're having right now.
So I like that. I like that quote, but there's also something I don't like about that quote. What I don't like about that quote is I also feel that there's a time that living in the moment is all cool and all, but what if the moment sucks? Sometimes it's nice to look to the future.
Yeah. No,
Because
I
the
totally.
moment could
I mean,
suck, man. If you're living in the moment sucks, man. I don't recommend living in the fucking moment.
but
You
then
know,
like
sometimes you gotta
I
look
agree.
forward what might be in the future.
I agree. Like personally, like that's also how I deal with things. But I don't like, is that right? Are we supposed to like
Look forward
when
to the
things
future.
aren't well, like when things aren't good, are we supposed to like ignore it and like not ignore it, I guess, but like try to escape the current reality?
I personally just accept things for the way they are. There's not a whole lot. One of the biggest things I've come to personally understand in life is that a lot of things you can't even really do anything about, so there's no point in worrying about it. Like you could
So
sit
yeah,
there and be pissy and be upset and really fucking beat yourself up about a mistake or something that happened or something that didn't happen. But at the end of the
that's what
day, it may not even be up to you about
yeah, because that
how
would
it turned
be my
out.
one thing is like I would feel like I'm supposed to be doing something about it rather than just letting myself just be sad. Obviously, I'm gonna just keep letting myself be sad because I don't have the strength to fucking change it, but I feel like it should be changing or trying to change.
Well, in the future, there's a lot of shit. The future is the future. The fucking you're young, and when you think about how long you should live, fucking it's a lot of shit that could happen. It's like it's interesting concept, right? Let's say, have you ever thought about this in a way? Let's say you found your soulmate, right? But for whatever some complications happen, and 10 years into your relationship they pass. You know, what happens if you once again fall in love? Well, then how do you feel? I feel like that'd be a very complicated set of feelings.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things. I mean, life it could be crazy, obviously, and so it's just I don't know. It's hard to frame it in one set of one and like frame it in one way because it may not. You could think that that's the way the things are gonna go, and it's just not remotely gonna go that way. Like for example, you could be down in the dirt and like poor one moment, and the next moment you fucking made the right decision at one point in your life, and all of a sudden everything clicked.
I get that.
I hope to be so lucky someday.
Sometimes it's not about luck though either. You might make a different life choice, and it might change your entire outcome of your life.
Well, then I got lucky that I made the right choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then again, you may not know how long that fucking choice may take to play out either. The problem is
I
it's
do get
life. It could take you fucking. It could be something that you fucking reap the rewards tomorrow. Like, it could be something you don't realize that it should like wound up being a benefit to you till 15 years from now. For example, if I had had any kids up till now, I look back on the women that I would have had them kids with, and I've told you I've shared some of the stuff that I've had happen, and they would be the mother of my children. In hindsight, I'm happy that I didn't have any children. At the time, I did not feel that way.
Yeah.
Because, for one, some of the girls were questionably dangerous. So you
Dated
never
anyone like
know.
what I was like. Confused. Have you dated anyone like what I was like before I got on meds? It
Well, I think
wasn't
I
questionably dangerous. It was dangerous.
didn't I tell you about the girl who like grabbed the
Pulled the
wheel?
wheel. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was not questionably dangerous, my dude. That was dangerous. That was just you hoping for the best. I'm telling you, this is someone who was that bitch.
So in hindsight, had I
No
had a
confusion. That was not questionably dangerous.
no, I get it. So, but like, had I knocked that girl up, as shitty as that term is, um, I would have had to deal with that person, and then my kid, who I would have loved to death, would also still have been half of that person. So then, how would they have turned out? Would I have been proud father, or would I have been pretty fucking disappointed because there's still half that other person, and that other half of that person was really dragging down somebody?
Yeah, it's tough, man. Life is fucked. It's all fucked up and then you die and it's over.
I don't think it's all fucked up.
It's not all fucked up, but it's all fucked up that it's not all fucked up, but it's all fucked up that it's happening. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just think that life has ups and downs, and you just gotta take them as they come. I've just come to a weird understanding. Some might call it emotionally numb, but I'm not emotionally numb. I'm very I'm empathetic, and I have my own emotions. However, I've come to a very accepting term that
Good.
if there's something that I can't do anything about it, I am just over it.
Comfortably numb. It's a good song.
What's crazy is when I was a little kid, like, and my mom would see sad things happening on the news, and she would just start sobbing. I would feel nothing. My mom actually took me to a psychologist because she thought I was this fucking psychopath. And they were just like, no, no, she just feels limited empathy because of another unofficial diagnosis I have, as in, like, they diagnosed me with it, but they're not gonna put it on my record because it would ruin my life. But I've been
Autism.
through 4 years of no, it's not autism.
Oh, another
No,
one.
it's way, way fucking worse. But not worse, but like worse isn't ruining, like life ruining worse.
Wait, what was it?
The
Oh,
diagnosis?
Yeah.
I'll fucking whisper it to you. Where are you online?
Oh, I am not.
Fuck, I'll Discord message you.
You don't have to if you don't. If you
Oh
don't
no,
want
I'm
that.
not. It's not that I'm not
I
comfortable.
thought
It's
you'd
that I
already
don't
said
want it
it. I
being known
thought
on
you'd already said it,
stream.
and I missed you saying it is all.
Deutsch after this run. Okay. He's gonna let me make a bunch of Mage Weave bandages, but then he wants me to trade
Gotcha.
them back to Mage Weave bandages. I was like, hell yeah, if you're gonna give me free ups on my... That means whenever I finally go get that cloth, I won't need it and I could sell it. So hell yeah.
Alright.
He's got some weird tactics, but I'm not against them. They're like fair.
They are pretty fair.
Yeah, they're interesting because I've never been in this situation. Right? I think I mentioned this. So I've never been in a situation where it's almost like a professional boost, right? Like someone who's been posting in chat and you went and paid that person. This is what I kind of guess I would imagine it would be like. Like fair, you know what I mean? But they should also still be making their own gold. Like that's kind of how I feel like this. It's just a very interesting concept, and I'm so intrigued by this stupidity. Well, it's not stupidity, but I'm intrigued by. I feel like me being intrigued by it is stupid. Oh, that's right. I can do fun stuff like. Oh, I can't do evil eye in here. And my pet doesn't have stealth. That would have been fun. Eyes of the Beast, stealth as my cat, and just start stealthing through Morrow so I can watch this person.
You guys also wrap yourselves up in a blanket so you feel less sad.
No, I do cry though. Not gonna lie to you, bro. My mom
Yeah,
hasn't
bring
been gone
yourself
for
up.
very long, and that shit makes me sad.
Yeah, man, I can imagine.
As sad as some people might think it is, my mom was my best friend.
No, I get that. If I had had like a consistently good mom, I think she would also be my best friend.
Yeah, everyone has a different dynamic with their parent,
Yeah.
But like, see, me and my dad, we're okay. But me and my mom, we had a way different relationship than me and my dad ever had, or will.
Yeah, I think my dad and I have an extremely different relationship than anybody will ever have with their dad.
I
Well,
Attempted murder attempts.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would
Yeah.
have to unfortunately
I mean,
agree with you.
yeah, that's
Like I said,
I know
everyone's
he
got
was
a
a
different
dick.
dynamic with their parents. Your dynamic, though, it should not be that way.
it doesn't get much tougher than that one.
No.
Yeah, no, the fact that Nikki was like fucking appalled, and I was like, so what do you mean love taps? He was like, just like tapping someone hard enough for them to know like, it's not good. And I was like, so you don't mean like a half forced backhand?
Yeah, no, that's
And
not a
he was
love
like,
tap.
fuck no. And I was like, well,
That's
that's
assault.
news to me. I don't know. I just don't equate myself with having like an absolutely horrible childhood because I was not like, touched as a kid.
Yeah,
I
but
was
I guess
beaten with an inch of my life, but
yeah,
like I
that's
wasn't
a
touched.
that's a
So I
form
don't
of
know if it's like a
horrible, but
coping mechanism or anything, but like I just don't equate myself with being like having like the worst childhood anyone's ever had.
it seems like that would be because, like, for example, right?
Like
Like,
I do think it might be a coping mechanism, but like
yeah, it has to be, because that's
I don't
still
know. Like
horrible.
I've definitely like gotten broken ribs and shit, but like I don't know. Just for me, like in some way, I'm like, well, I was never touched, so that means like it's not as bad as some people had it.
It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not supposed to still happen, so it's still bad.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. Like I've gone like my
You're like
orthopedist was like,
rationalizing. I feel like is what
so
that's
I was
called. That
having these
might be
really
a
bad
shitty,
like
not the right
I was having
term.
these really bad like chest pains all the time and like rib pains, which they later diagnosed were just like rib muscle cramps from badly healed like fractures. But they looked at my ribs and they were like, these have been fractured multiple times, like pretty badly, and not healed well. Like, what the fuck? And
Damn.
I literally had to come clean about what had happened, so they like didn't call CPS about my mom, which I don't think she even knows to this day. But like I had to come clean to like essentially not strangers because I've known my orthopedist all my life. Like, he's retired now, but like at that point I had known him pretty much all my life. But like to his like nurses and shit too. Like I did have to come clean to save my mom. But, I think that plus me going over to a friend's house that when I was in like third grade and realizing that she wasn't absolutely scared shitless of her dad made me realize like, oh, something weird's going on with my home life. Like you knocked over a can of Coke and then didn't realize like your immediate reaction wasn't just to like cover your internal organs and apologize. Strange. And she was like, "Nah, dude, you're the one that's strange." And I was like, "Oh, maybe, dude."
I feel like it's
I
not
don't know.
fair to
I have
call
very
you
subdued
strange for that. I feel
I
like
have very
it's
so I mean I do understand what she did because she didn't understand that was like a thing that happened to people at the point at the time. But like just I do understand her reaction just being like, that's kind of weird. But yeah.
damn. outside so that way I don't get any of this man's loot. But he's gonna let me. I guess he's gonna trade me a bunch of mage weave to make into bandages to trade back to him. Interesting. I'm about to hit 35 from. Almost gained a whole level since I've been in here. I appreciate your help getting me over here.
Oh yeah, no, of course. I want you to fucking raid with us, dude.
Oh, see, this guy's actually selling. Okay, so what's he say? 300 to 320 plus mobs, free for all loot. Level 30 to 50, 15 golds. Runs 70 gold, 5 runs, nothing HR. What? Oh, 70 gold for 5 runs. Nothing
Yeah,
HR.
they go hard for the sweaty run. That's why I was saying that I don't think Magolink is sweaty.
My
Because
said
the
he's doing
sweaty,
110, and
the
they said
sweaty
that's
you know, the 110 is a pretty casual like mage run.
okay.
The 100 the like 300 plus mobs is the fucking sweaty dude.
Yeah, but they're also charging like 15 gold a run. So the way I look at it is, this man has already saved me 45 to 60 gold, almost 60 gold now. I mean, like, he gave me like 3 or 4 free runs. I forget how many we're on now at this point. I think this might be number 4 we're going in here now. If at that dude's price is 15 gold a run, that's 60 gold that I didn't have to fucking pay. So that's pretty crazy to be doing that. And he's gonna give me free bandages. I'm excited for this. I'm just gonna get to sit there and make bandages. That's gonna be something. He's like, make sure you trade them back to me when you're done. I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. How much is he gonna give me? 20, 40, 42? Okay. Nice. Free bandage skill up. How do you get heavy mage weave a book? That's not purchased, is it?
Would you guys still love me if I was a omniscient, like 3,000-year-old worm?
Are you? So
Well,
I'd love you more actually.
I mean, let me ask you this question.
God,
Like,
because
are
like
you
if
still
you're
you?
omniscient, you would tell me if me going to work the next day is like if I'm gonna have a good time or a bad time, depending on what job I'm taking.
Like, if
Oh
you're
well,
you, it doesn't
I
matter
cut
what you
myself
are.
off from my like my omniscience. So the only thing I like am fully prescient of is the fact that my eternal plan for humanity is intact.
So are you an omniscient worm?
I haven't found any sand trail yet. No. So no.
Well, you
I'm
should
sorry.
get on that because I would really, really like you to tell me my next day at work is gonna be like shitty or not. Like if I should accept a different job.
But yeah,
Just go
you
So
could
find later
be
this second.
an
you should
alien,
fucking get
a
on that
beagle,
day.
a snail.
Just go find later the second. Also, you should look up what later the second looks like.
No, not right now.
Why not?
Fucking tired. I mean, like not tired, but like tired. You know what I mean?
Dang, I'm getting robbed on this first aid skill. Oh, that's because my first aid's maxed out at 225. Uh-huh. I didn't even
Look
notice.
in the look in the fuck plus general chat. These are a couple artist renditions of what he might look like.
Of an omniscient worm.
This is my best friend. I love this guy.
So, in order to be omniscient, it'd have to sprout arms. Or is that
He
just
was a
part of
human
it?
first.
Okay.
He was a regular old human, and then turned into that.
Okay. Now I understand. I thought it was like a worm that just got smart. Like when we were talking about it prior.
What's that?
When we were talking about it prior, I just thought we were talking about like how maybe like a worm got smart. I was like, oh.
Oh,
Then I was like, well, damn, he got so
no,
smart.
it's a
He
guy.
like
It's a
grafted arms onto himself.
guy became worm.
But why would you want to be a worm? Is there like a reason behind it? Oh, Rot, seeing
It was.
your worm people. He's calling you out. Oh,
He became a worm so humanity would be okay.
oh, I didn't see the third one.
Do you want me to? I can cut off my penis for you now.
Oh my gosh.
Want to borrow it for a while?
We aren't on submarines in Alaska. Oh.
I like living. I just hope that Nikki is almost home. That poor man.
Same.
Sure, I'm not lucky enough that he's already home, but close enough would be nice too.
I feel like me and Rot's wife would both be we would be buds in telling Rot to just like suck our dicks, get fucked.
You think
She
so?
dinged 40, I dinged
I do.
35.
I do think we'd be buds and just telling Rot to get fucked.
I might crack an energy drink if if this guy's gonna keep doing this. I might go crazy and just. I already cut off the stream at 12 hours and had to restart it. YouTube will only let me upload a 12-hour YouTube, so if I hit 12 hours, I gotta stop the stream and restart it. But who cares? What's it's like 20-hour stream.
I'm home. He's home.
Would y'all like what I said?
I'm reading like I'm supposed to be kind of paying attention to what's going on in here, and I am not
I'm
at
just
all.
saying, I'm trying to get.
I'm so invested. But I have two monitors, so I can still.
Same.
So I got Discord pulled up on one side.
Only way to do it.
Does that mean I can go in?
I hate
No.
going from Western Plaguelands to Scarlet Monastery.
Ugh.
Sir, why are you meowing at me?
He's
Mr.
whining
Man.
again.
Mr. Man, why are you meowing at me? Oh, are your ears itchy? Maybe your ears are itchy because you don't let me clean your fucking ears, dude. No, don't stop looking at me because I said that. My cat's an asshole. I love him. But, you know, he's a little bit of a dick.
I gotta make sure that this is my cloth down here. All that mage weave is his. So 16 of this cloth was mine, which I got separated down there. Okay. Make heavy silk for more space. This dude just wants me to make all of his stuff into bandages.
I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life. Jesus Christ, Nikki.
Maybe go the fuck to bed.
No, he's in chat.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I hear him right now. That's why I said, Nikki, go the fuck to bed.
Not my mom.
You're not my mom.
Nikki, I swear to God.
Melvin, calm down. You sound like a dude. Dude, Rot needs to stop messing so you can go to bed. He needs to go to
Why the
sleep.
fuck isn't he asleep either? Yeah.
He's probably just laying down.
I'd do a book club, but the only book that we'd read is Dune.
Oh, Vay, I gotta get you into fucking Damien. But also the smut books. See, no, the thing is, I get Rot's wife into fucking fanfics. Like, AO3 fanfics.
I mean, Dune's got some pretty fucked up sex scenes. If that's what you're looking for.
I read books and then I started yawning.
Oh, wait. Well, Nikki, I have a question for you, actually.
What?
Would you still love me if I was a 3,500-year-old worm guy that knew all of my ancestors' memories in the future?
We married or something? That's some shit like my wife or my girlfriend would say. Would you still love me if I'm a worm?
Yeah, but it's not just like a regular worm. It's a 3,500 like giant worm that has a human head and hands and it has all of its ancestors' memories and it knows the future partially.
I would still love you. Yeah.
Even if I didn't have a dick anymore.
Yep. Yeah, we could just use mine, bro. It's fine. It's not. Stop. Bro.
Women with smut books are insane. You guys are like crazy. Like almost as bad as some of like the porn addict guys.
So there have actually been
Almost.
a lot of studies done, if you didn't know, that women respond more to literary porn than visual porn. Like the majority of
Oh
women.
no, I get that. I know that they do. I just
No,
mean like
there've actually been like psychological studies done that
yeah,
women
I know that.
respond like
I just meant
the majority of women respond more to like literary porn than like
y'all
visual porn.
act the same that we do. As
Oh,
like
because literary porn can go much wilder than psychological
Well,
porn
yeah,
does,
because
or like visual porn does.
well, yeah,
if
because you're thinking.
we're not yeah,
Oh no, because
and
you can
most
write
of
about shit
us
that go like it's not humanly possible.
I was gonna say most of us aren't like watching fucked
What
up
y'all
things. We're
ain't
just
y'all ain't into teratophilia?
I don't even know what that means.
Same.
Most of us are just watching like pretty basic shit.
Yeah, I watch basic porn. I watch like
I
you know,
dabble with
busty
some
milf,
I dabble with
hungry
some
guy.
hentai occasionally, but it's not like it's like a daily thing. You know what I
What?
mean? Or like a every time. I dabble though. But for me, it's mostly just like, you know, give me the basic shit. I don't need anything crazy. Like, who am I? I'm gonna quit WoW.
I like how Rot was like, you get a better chance of winning the lottery, and Mel was like, I have won the lottery.
Oh no, I have.
No, I know,
Was
but
it a
that's,
speeding ticket
that's
or
so
was it
Not
a
like a
fucking
gambling?
big
gold.
lottery, but I have won
It just tickles
seven and
me.
a half grand in the lottery that I put towards my college grant, like my
Hey,
college.
okay, that's a good. That's a prize. I'm
I
not
know
gonna
That's
I
say
not.
won
no. That's
I won
win. That's a that's a
$7,500
lottery,
in the
Jack.
lottery.
You know that's a
I
win.
just feel like Rod's not under like I've also been in literally 7 different book clubs where like we did stop after like all of us did stop after time, you know, like life got in the way or you know one of us went to like had to go to the hospital or whatever. But I've been in multiple multiple Discord book clubs that were no chat. See, the fact that he's so adamant about me not talking to his wife makes me now be like, I want to talk to your wife. Let me talk to your wife. Let me fucking talk to her. I don't know. I'm so if y'all hadn't noticed, I did have ODD as a child, oppositional defiant disorder.
No, we know.
That like to the point that as soon as anybody told me no, I was like, I need to do it.
Yeah, we can tell.
Fuck you, Nikki. It's not as bad as it used to be.
Scatter
Suck my
shot.
cock.
Mel, why are you so mean to me, bro? Like, even
No, I
in
love you,
DMs.
Nikki.
No, you don't. You're fucking mean, bro. You are mean. You're mean. Super mean.
Don't say I'm mean. You remind me of my mom. No, I'm done fucking with you.
Oh,
What?
I'm aware.
Oh my god, Rot's only 29 episodes into Fairy Tail. I should watch fucking One Piece.
I might get a lot of flack for this, but I didn't really like. Well, I couldn't get into watching the cartoon version of One Piece, but I really liked the live action.
Oh my
The
god,
room
if y'all,
goes
if
silent.
any of y'all have been caught up in the manga of One Piece, holy shit.
We don't think we read that. Maybe.
Suck my cock, Nikki.
Oh my god, woman, I'm just speaking facts. I'm not trying to shit on your parade. Bro, can we put you to sleep?
No.
Can you go- Yeah.
My job is canceled tomorrow.
Is it Natsu the Salamander, right? Isn't that like that's what he's called or
Yeah.
some shit?
It
Yeah.
is, but like fucking One Piece.
Bro, fuck.
No, yeah, I really
Too
enjoy
long.
the One Piece. Well, and
It's
that might
not
have been
too
what my big
fucking
deal
long,
was.
Nikki.
Bro, I can literally. My pubes will grow to my fucking toes by the time I'm done watching that shit.
So why the fuck don't you shave them?
Because of how long it takes.
They don't take that goddamn long.
Oh shit, he
It does
fell.
take that goddamn long.
Oh, they're gonna eat him alive. Oh no, he blinked away. But that's what he was talking about earlier when he fell. I see it now.
He's got time to watch all that shit. That's why I don't watch TV. Or TV shows.
Fuck you confused with your delicious indulgent. We need Rot to watch Dimension W. Because none of y'all have watched it. None of y'all know what I'm talking about.
What's the goblin one again? Goblin
Y'all
Slayer.
need to watch Dimension W, and I swear to God, if none of y'all do, I'm gonna slit someone's throat. It's not gonna be my fucking own.
No.
Ligma.
You're being kind of mean, bro.
I don't fucking care. Someone with a premium Crunchyroll subscription needs to watch Dimension W.
Bro,
What's
I will,
soul
but
levelings?
Soul
I'll
Leveling's
share my
awesome.
fucking account with you.
It's okay. I'll get it. It's not a big deal.
No, I will share my fucking account with you.
No,
Watch the fucking Dimension W.
I will, but I'll buy it. Don't worry. It's okay. You don't gotta share your fucking account with me.
Oh no, I will. I share it with like 3 people right now.
I'm like, Mel, it's okay. I could buy it. It's like, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that beginning of that show was fucking. I hated that shit too.
Oh yeah, it was hard to get by.
What's
But
the first part
the
of
guy's
the show?
storyline's pretty nice. I like the
There's like goblins raping somebody.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Well,
that's the opening of the anime. Is
hold on. If you were
Anime-
to really put things into perspective, like
Wait, what's the anime
if it wasn't
called?
a video game, it's called Goblin Slayer.
Fuck that shit.
Well, it's really famous because it's like sure that part right there is really harsh and controversial, but if you get past that, the rest of the fucking
good.
anime doesn't do that.
Yeah. I've
What they're
seen it.
basically
I've
doing
seen
is supposed to be shock value of how harsh,
Okay,
how
now we're talking
harsh.
about anime, and now I want to watch Dimension W. So I'm turning my computer, my not my computer, my TV, and my fucking Switch.
It was supposed to be like the harsh realities of what really happens with goblins, and then this dude was supposed to be like the Goblin Slayer, right? So he went around and killed all the goblins, and then people were giving him a hard time, like, why don't you level up and go to bigger dungeons and this and this and this? And he kept going back to how like horrible the goblins are. And then he became like, I don't know. It's just like this story about a dude who just did nothing but kill goblins because it was like they were really horrible people. but then he became like specialty in killing goblins, and then became like
So like,
legendary.
so have any of y'all watched the movie Wolf Children?
No.
It's an anime movie.
No.
Like a lot of the people that like there were people that like used to work for Studio Ghibli that came out of retirement to work on this movie.
Wait, what studio?
Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli. Whatever ever the fuck you say it.
Yep. I know
They
that.
were
I'm
peop-
familiar with them.
I
They
do
did
fucking love
Totoro and all that other
Hellsing.
stuff. Did you see they have the two versions? They got the original 13 episodes, and then they did the OVA.
I've watched both of them.
Yes. Excuse me. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
No, no,
That was
no.
fun.
Like, have y'all ever seen Wolf Children or Wolf? Yeah, no, it's
Nikki,
Wolf Children.
what do you? I love you,
It
buddy.
is
But
a
what are you doing
it's
in
a
the
movie
game?
that
Go get
people
some
that
sleep.
worked on Studio
please.
Ghibli
No,
films
it's not worth it.
literally came out of retirement to work on.
You sure? You're gonna be okay for work?
And Dimension
I got
W
no
still
choice.
makes me sob. Like, have y'all ever seen The Boy and the Heron?
No, Mel.
No.
Okay, so it's a Studio Ghibli film, and it makes I my fucking Switch controller is messing up. But I've never sobbed harder at a Studio Ghibli film. Like it's literally a film about like this kid learning to let go of someone that's no longer here. Which like so like it's basically the movie starts and it's this kid and he wakes up essentially during the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, essentially around there. And his mom dies in the hospital, right? And he's learning to cope with the fact that his mom's not physically here anymore, but then he goes into this like other realm because of the heron, and it's like his mom's still there, but he still has to cope with the fact that she's not physically there. Like, she's still spiritually there, but he has to cope with the fact she's not physically there. Anyway, it was really fucking moving for me as a kid who had to deal with the fact, like, not even as a kid, like I saw it like a year ago for the first time, who had to deal with the fact that their fucking dad's not there and he's never been fucking there. But it was a very fucking moving movie, and it's like one of the only ones I ever sobbed at. The other movies being Spirited Away and The Place Beyond the Pines. Shows, however, like the Dimension W makes me sob harder than any movie that ever made me sob. It's a sad fucking movie, and I feel like it's because I resonate with it so hard as someone who's lost a lot and never been able to fully regain what they lost. My Switch controllers. It's literally the feeling of like y'all definitely probably don't know Gaelic, but there is a literal word in Gaelic to describe the feeling of longing for something that you've never achieved, or like the feeling of nostalgia and longing for something you cannot go back to. It's called hirai. I'm not saying that wrong. I know I'm not saying it right. I'm saying it with a completely Hispanic accent, but it's hirai, and it's it's what I feel every time I watch Dimension W. It's HIRAETH. But it's what I feel every time I watch this anime. It's fucking sad. It's not like a completely sad anime, but
Fuck it.
I think I'm gonna switch to my priest and just like herb while I watch this anime.
Big
Because
trouble.
and honestly, if I leave Discord like
Bit of
randomly, it's because I started
China.
crying.
No one liked my joke in my SM group.
So,
Damn.
We had
Mel. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
we just had a funky pool, and everyone was running out. But I realized that the druid had gotten Hammer of Justice right in the middle of a huge pack. So I turned around, I run into all of them, Frost Nova as soon as it runs off, and then I like try to like tank him for a second before blinking. I blink away. I'm about to live. The druid gets away. He's through the portal. I'm about to make it, and then the guy comes out of nowhere and hits me and kills me. And then I go. At least no one can make pirate software jokes. I came back for you with that Frost Nova.
Come to find out that they're all like diehard OnlyFans fans. No, don't you
I
dare!
texted.
You know what
I
though? I
texted
do like Pirate
McCall
Software as
telling him
a
what's up.
streamer. Just to say.
Yeah.
You ever watch that man's shorts out of curiosity?
Oh, that's how I discovered him. I'm sure most people would
Dude's a
probably agree with
genius.
that.
I love the information he shares with his community.
Yeah. I do have a different opinion on him now. I just feel like he's a bit more arrogant. Cause like, well, it's like, well, before it was like,
Oh no,
you can be
he's
a
an
little,
arrogant bastard. I'm not gonna argue that.
well, for sure. But before it was like, your arrogance seemed like completely justified. But now it's like you're arrogant and you left your team behind.
Yeah, no, yeah. So
Not
don't get
not
me
a good
wrong.
look.
He's not somebody
Not a
you'd
good
probably
look.
want to go on a raid
There you go. Yeah.
with. But I do like the information he shares with his community.
I wouldn't mind Tyler one as a raid lead. That'd be fun.
You know he's back.
Oh, he started again.
Yep, and brought his wife with him this time.
What?
Mel, go. You should like.
Did
put
I ever
that
tell you I
on,
have a
bro, and lay
hardcore
down.
tune on that server?
Wait, what were you saying, Mickey? Sorry.
I said you should just go lay down and watch your show, bro. Just go watch it.
I honestly might log off and just watch the show and like crochet because I'm making a blanket right now for a friend.
Yeah, there you go, bro.
They're
go ahead.
there's no like time limit on the blanket. They're due in like literally 8 months, so I'm like definitely gonna finish it beforehand. But like,
You got plenty of time, bro. Just take, lay down, watch your show, chill, just go to sleep.
Try to wake up somewhat early, and I'll try to wake up somewhat early, and we can all play together.
oh no, I wake up like I have a fucking spot on circadian rhythm. I literally will wake up when. Did I not fly to fucking Aberdeen? What the shit?
I'm so they staying up just to make sure that my little cousin gets on this, lands where he's landing. He got out of my car and I drove away and I had to go back because he left his fucking wallet in my car. Shit sucked, bro. I had to drive all the way back.
Alright, yeah, well, I'm hopping off because I just want to watch my show and crochet. But I will see y'all tomorrow.
Alright, good night.
Night.
Good night.
There you go, bro. That's how you push a drunk to go to sleep, bro. You find an opening and you just fucking literally keep saying it. That's how they do it.
I mean, I was fine with her staying up as long as I was gonna stay up.
What do you say?
As long as I was gonna stay up, I was fine with her staying up.
Oh,
And
dude.
I just started this SM, so I was like, oh, she's awake for now. It's fine.
I don't know about. I texted my boss and told him. So I've been up since yesterday. I said if you want me to come in this morning, I can. But like I doubt I'll be sleeping.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to work tomorrow, or today?
It's just probably depending on their mood. I mean,
Does it?
they're not gonna be there Saturday, and I'm running the whole place Saturday because they're gonna be gone. So I'm hoping maybe they understand because this is hitting me more than what I thought. So like I feel like this is gonna be an all day thing. Like I don't think it's just gonna be like when I'm at work it's done.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, if they want me to work, knowing that I've been up, that's fucked. But it is what it is. type shit.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm glad you know, at least said something. I hope you can get out of that because you definitely need a day off. You're just, I get it. There's too much going on sometimes, my friends. I don't get how
Yeah.
people like party and shit. I just, like, I'm so stressed all the time. I don't know how to let loose like that. My only not stress time is when I'm trying to like relax and be super cozy and calm, and that's why my drug of choice is weed and not coke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like getting introspective about shit, getting real cozy with a blanket.
Yeah, what I want is honestly just my pen, but I'm waiting because I really don't want to have to work. Drive fucking stone. That sucks. That don't sound.
What do you say?
I said I really want to hit my fucking pen, but I'm scared if I have to work, I'm gonna have to drive to fucking work. I'm like, so I'm just
Yeah,
waiting. Just waiting.
very much pray for you. Because if you get like a text soon, it's like you can stay home today and you get to just take that. I know that rip is gonna be nice.
Well, dude, I doubt they're gonna message like sometime soon. It's either gonna be 2 to 3 hours.
I mean, I guess that does make sense. What time are you supposed to get there at 6, right? 6:30 or something, you said?
Yeah, I leave my house by 6:30.
What's the drive like?
It's not long. I just get there early because there's like cats and raccoons and stuff that eat. I feed them like cat food, so I get there early just to give them some food. And I get there, I sit and have my coffee and sit there for a minute, prepping for the day. I
Yeah,
feel.
word.
Yeah.
That's nice at least.
It's
I'm
just
guessing,
it's
is you,
fucking boring.
I was gonna say, are you like, is it high stress at any point?
Not really. It's pretty chill because it's very simple. It's just if there's no customers and I've done like everything, I just sit there and I'll fucking probably fall asleep. So I
Yeah,
would rather not fucking go in and I just sleep. So you know, I mean,
I
I'm
was
saving
super
on
high
money,
stress
so
at my job. Go ahead, sorry.
no, I was gonna say I'm saving on money for the day anyway. So it's like,
Yeah, I was just saying, I was super stressed at my job even though I wasn't doing something super stressful. Like, the worst part was definitely like, um, the board. Like, when I didn't have something to do, I would just stand at the back and wait for something to happen. I couldn't sit. I couldn't really sit down and eat. I was just kind of standing in the back there. Usually, what I would do if I was bored is just take off my apron for a second, walk into the self checkout, and buy a bunch of snacks, and bring them back over to my podium. And then I'd take my phone out, and I'd hide it underneath the podium, and I'd just sit on my phone and eat snacks for a few minutes. That was always a nice way to reset.
yeah,
My drug of choice. Jesus, my drug of choice. My drug of choice back then was a orange Powerade.
interesting. Orange.
Dude, I don't know what it was, but one of my morning shifts when I got there at like 4 in the morning, right? I don't know what it was, but I was like feeling like such shit, and I got one of those orange Powerades, and my God, it just revitalized me that day, bro. I was like, I remember leaving that day, and like I bought a second one on my way out, or there may have even been a third. I don't remember.
Java
Anyway,
Island? No, I don't
I
know
was just
Java.
like drinking that shit. I was just like, orange is the color of the sun. It's the color of life. It was a good time.
Java Island. RAV,
What was
Java
a
Island.
cool blue?
Oh,
I mean,
Indonesia.
if it's Gatorade, I'm gonna go blue or red for sure, like one of the two. But if it's Powerade, yeah, I'm going orange, man. I don't know what brought me that way, but yeah. I can go to Razorfen
Five,
Downs now, I think.
4, 3,
Yeah.
2,
Yaku, your
1.
H.
So
Yeah.
he's from Indonesia, Bali. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, Java Island in real life. I thought you meant in the game. Java Island, yeah, I know how that is in real life.
Oh, there's a reason behind it too, because I was talking with Maga, because they had asked me where I was from. I was like, the United States. They're like, do you know Java Island? I was hoping that you could answer quick enough so I could like
Oh, I
cheat.
wish I wish I knew I wish I knew you meant real life, because I'd
Phone
been
a
like, oh,
friend.
yeah.
Yes, that's exactly right. I was like, I hit my lifeline.
Java is Jakarta on Java? Ask him that. Jakarta. It's the capital of Indonesia. It's a really big city.
See, most people know Bali, but not Indonesia. Um, I'm not really like. I suppose I could see what he means by like Bollywood, right? But I didn't know. I don't really.
No, there's
Not
an
even.
island called Bali, Bali.
Oh yeah. No, I'm more familiar with Indonesia, I guess.
It's a really popular tourist destination, Bali. You'll see lots of, especially Australians and British, who visits Bali the most. Australia is the country that visits Bali the most, followed by China, India, the UK, and then the United States. Did he say anything about Jakarta, or did you ask him about that? I'm looking it up.
And you said it was Jaka. I just don't want to spell it wrong.
Jakarta.
Yep. Oh, okay. It was a lot easier than what I thought.
Oh yeah, it's not that complicated.
Oh, you said yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, I know my Indonesian islands a little bit.
Be right back real quick.
Nope. I think Sumatra's like the
I
big
don't want
one.
to. I'm sure they understand the term, but I don't know if that's. I think that's a U.S. term more than anything.
What?
I was like, that's really cool, and I was like, that's. I don't think that's. I mean, I'm sure they know what that means,
Oh,
but
I think
that's
they'll
a U.S.
understand.
term.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I'm like, I don't want to put it down like I don't think they'll get it, but I was like, that's. From what I understand, I'm pretty sure that's more of like a U.S. thing, like slang. You know, when slang comes from different regions. Pretty sure
Yeah, I
cool
definitely
comes
bet.
from us.
But
I could be
I
wrong.
definitely think they definitely use cool other places. At least Australia, I've heard, like it's a known enough.
Yeah, I mean, I
But I
guess I
get
don't
what
know
you
where it comes from, but yeah, no, I don't know. It's something
mean.
I've
Yeah, you
never
got
really
me
thought
looking up
about.
the etymology of cool.
Because I always think of like a surfer, like cool. But then, you know, you said Australia, so I was like, oh shit, now I guess I don't even know if that even comes from here. Then we're gonna find out that it's not even from here, it's from somewhere else, from like way, way, way long ago. Actually, no, I'm gonna see what Google says about the word cool.
The word "cool" began to be used to mean good in the 1930s, primarily within African American jazz scene, where it was used to describe a relaxed, stylish playing style. Oh, it's like cool cats and shit.
Well, apparently it was an old word, of course, and leading up to the 20th century, I guess it developed an array of meanings from like calm and dispassionate to audaciously impudent. But it took the Jasmine of the 40s and they transformed it. So it's been a while for a long time, but because I guess it comes from the English coal. I don't know, fucking, I don't really care about all
Well, like the
that.
etymology of the word, the word "cool" itself is
I just assumed it was
different.
something fairly new, and it's not actually. It turns out to be
Okay,
quite old.
well, I think like it being used the way we use it
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're
um,
saying. Yeah, when you say it like that,
is
that
somewhat
that is
recent.
new. 1940s, yeah, I suppose if the Jasmine thing is when it started being, that would be new. I'd consider that new.
So it's
Newer,
like new
anyways.
in like the grand scheme of history.
Yes, in the grand scheme of history. Nah, that shit came out yesterday. What you talking about, man?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hurricane explosion.
If I
Yeah,
did have one
awesome.
wish, I would totally wish for a time machine.
Where would you go?
Where wouldn't I go? Every
Where
day
would you go
would be
first?
a first. Oh,
Yeah,
I probably.
well, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, well, first. Where'd you go first?
Oh, that's a good one. See, you initially start thinking like of things that you change, and you're like, well, if you change anything, that might change the way of the outcome. And then I was like, okay, well, where would I go just to try and like sightsee? Because
I was
then you
gonna
could,
see. Like, to me, it's just about tourism.
yeah, well, okay, because I mean, there are things I would change in my life, but if I were to go back and tell myself not to do something, that might change me having
Yeah,
have gotten a chance to get, yeah. So that would be the
you gotta
last thing
take
I
that
do.
approach.
So I do sightseeing first, and at the very end there is definitely a couple of key things. I'd give myself a little list because you never know how many chances you got to tell yourself not to do some shit. So if you
You
tell
gotta
me
be careful
once, I
now.
might just poof be gone, and that was it. So I got to give myself a little list to make sure I got the whole compilation of things not to fucking do. But before all that,
First, too, because sometimes
let's
it's just
see,
not gonna
where
work.
would I go? God,
You guys ever watch Good Will Hunting? I feel like you like that movie, Nikki.
I've seen it.
You a fan?
Yeah. Good Will Hunting, you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to
Good
see a
movie.
You like it?
dinosaur for sure.
Have you seen Good Will Hunting?
I know the movie, but if I've seen it, I seen it when it was like,
Yeah, it's really good. It's got a great soundtrack too. If either of you know who Elliott Smith is,
I think so.
yeah, they fit really well.
Robin Williams is in there.
Yeah, he did a
Yeah,
great job.
that dude's story is tragic. But at the same time, I don't know. I guess I can
I relate to it.
understand.
Yeah,
Well,
that's kind of a hard
you
question.
do know you do know like basically the ultimate reason why they believe that he did what he did, correct? Or
I
no?
don't actually.
Yeah,
So
he said no. But I'm scared.
he had that Lou Gehrig's disease,
Okay.
and that can make you eh, do anything from be super calm to like there's a story of a guy who had Lou Gehrig's disease who wound up basically dismembering his wife.
So he's just psychotic.
So that, yeah, so there's different levels of this. It degrades over time. And there's people who speculate that the reason he took his life is because he didn't want to put his family through that degradation of him, like, basically going slowly insane.
That's fucking insane. I mean, honestly though, I would have too though. I definitely would have ended my life in the same boat as him.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's one of those decisions, like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Like, you could be
Yeah.
fine and everything could be just okay and you could just be peaceful and everything, fine. And on the flip side, man, because even before that dude like had like lost that, there was a couple of times where he just would do something, but like, you're talking like he'd have episodes like years apart. So he'd have an episode and they'd go like 2-3 years being just fine, and then he'd have another episode and 2-3 years be just fine, and then all of a sudden this shit happened. And yeah, I mean, I guess I can understand.
I mean, it beats, all the other celebrities falling and head injuries and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the unfortunate, his is just fucking sad.
Well, yeah, because you hear nothing but good about the guy. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden that,
Yeah, the dude literally, bro, was like, it's just like Matthew Perry, bro, the dude from Friends, Chandler,
True.
you know? The dude
Yeah,
was
his is
literally,
that's an
his life,
accident too, though, I think.
yeah, like, that dude's life was literally a joke to him. Like, that's why he was so funny. The dude masked his, like, aloneness with, like, being funny so people would, like, take a liking to him, even though, like, it's, that's fucking terrible to do. I think it just caught up to him, like, as time progressed, he's like, well, fuck. Even famous people, bro, are unhappy. Like,
Oh, yeah, they are. Well, and then,
people say money buys happiness, it's just
no,
so false.
just buy stability. Like, does nothing for your mentality. Sure, your rest of your life can be completely stable.
Let's
Your
say
bills could be paid. You could have a
financial
roof over
stability.
your head. You could have cars. You're fine. That's all well and dandy. But what about you?
Love, emotional stability,
Well,
satisfaction,
that, I
stuff
feel
like
like,
that.
to be honest with you, I feel like it would be a lot
Fulfilling your
harder on
human
you mentally
purpose.
to be rich like that and
Fulfilling your
famous.
true human purpose, not just being a cog in the machine or the weight bearing down over the, like, I don't know, bro.
When
Like,
you get that
don't
kind of
mean,
money, how do you trust a
I don't
lot
mean
of
to throw
people?
my anti-capitalist rhetoric in your streams here.
You get your own beliefs, man. I'll
I'm
just put
very
disclaimers
passionate
on my
about
stuff that
this.
anything that may come across my stream does not necessarily imply that as my belief. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fair. I got a Soviet flag behind me, hanging over my bed. I'm not even kidding. And it's like actually from Russia in the 80s. It was made over in the Soviet Union. I'm not fucking around with my shit. Know what I'm talking about. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. Like, I've been a self-proclaimed communist since I was 12 years old, and since like when I was 12 years old, I read the Communist Manifesto. I read The Revolution Betrayed by Leon Trotsky, State and Revolution by, I think that's Lenin, um, The Conquest of Bread by Peter Crofton. I read um, Engels' Conditions on the Working Class. There's one more big. Reform or Revolution. That's what I was thinking earlier. State Evolution, Reform or Revolution by Rosa Luxemburg. I read a lot of books when I was in middle school, high school, and I got really into communism. So I got really into those kind of books. So I like to brag about that a little bit because I feel like people will hear I'm a communist and they just think I don't understand what I'm talking about. But no, I know what I'm talking about. Don't give me that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, no, sorry, I'm also like, I'm holding two conversations, so I don't mean to be like, it seems like I'm blanked out on you, because I am not. I'm talking to Mega, too, because they're running me. But no, like, dude, you're like entitled to your own shit, like, on a, see, the one thing, I don't really particularly care about is what that's your deal. It's not my deal. And that's what I'd ever, like, if anybody were to ever come in here and try and say something on my fucking stream, like, I'd be like, what do you want me to do? That's it, he's his own person. For, like, or, like, you know, because, you know, obviously, if you have one belief, there are going to be people who have opposite beliefs, and they're going to hate you for it. So I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to say that you have the wrong belief. I don't.
Will say, I hate that, too, because, I mean, like, the basis for all of my beliefs are I just want to help everybody. I want people to be happy.
Well, there are people who believe really crazy things too. Keep that in mind.
I know, like my greatest ideological enemy are Nazis. Those are I hate Nazis. Nazis are my least favorite people.
And I'll be honest with you, that's probably one of the people I have no issue being like, I think that they suck.
Right? Like you're not supposed to. Like that's just like a fact that I feel like people like have known. So my whole life is like Nazis are the ultimate evil. And
but
like,
at the same time, if somebody were to come on here,
communist just kind of reasserted that belief. It's like, yeah, they are evil. Now you know why.
Yeah. And at the same time, if somebody came on here and started saying all that, so I'd be like, well, what do you want me to say? Like that's his issue. I just tell people to take it up with the individual if they really like. No one's ever came on my shit and said some shit. If I find any
fascists, I'm not afraid to get violent.
Well, I mean, I think it would be interesting. I know WoW generally has like politics on the fucking brain for some reason, but just weird to be able to like have gotten into a conversation with somebody on here and have them be like, "I'm a fucking Nazi." I was like, bro, what the hell is wrong with you?
On Twitter. I'm pretty sure he literally said, "I'm Nazi" on Twitter.
I think he said something else. He said a lot of stuff, but
well, like in the last couple of days, he said that.
I don't know. I'm not on Twitter. I don't get involved in all that. To be honest with you, I try to stay so far removed away from social media that I have no idea even what's going on. So that way I don't even have to have an opinion. Because there are certain things, like, it's kind of weird for that guy to have spouted off a bunch of craziness, but then also when you get to see him sometimes in interviews and he seems like the most sane person. So then it's like, I don't really know what to fucking think.
He seems like coherent.
But... yeah, he seems... Not only does he seem coherent, but he seems intelligent.
Well, I mean, sometimes. And then
it depends on the interview, like, right? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, every fucking interview has come out, he's hated it.
One of my favorite... yeah, you definitely can't say that. I mean,
yeah.
But one of my favorite Kanye interviews, I mean, just from, like, a comedy standpoint, is he's talking about, it's like, I'm not gonna say what kind of doctor, I'm not gonna say what race, but we all know what it is. Like, I can't say it. We all know why. It was a Jewish doctor, and it's like, Kanye, you just said you weren't gonna say it. Oh, wait, I gotta find that real quick. I love this fucking video so much, man.
Which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people and what hospital and what media it went to. You know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay, yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, and so it's crazy, like how he'll seem completely insane in certain
It was a Jewish
scenarios,
doctor.
and there's other ones where you see him sitting down on a podcast, and the guy's got like every single thought.
Have you seen the South Park episode that was like somewhat recent, making fun of them?
Oh no, I mean I didn't. Is South Park still making current episodes?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
still pretty good. But they made
Oh
one like
my
somewhat
god,
recently that
I've
is
fallen
literally about
off.
Kanye being a Nazi.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I think there's obviously something wrong with that dude. Like, cause you can't. There's no way that you could be insane 1 second and completely sane the next second. Like, there's just, no. It doesn't.
He's just mentally not well, and
Yeah, there's.
is it seems
Yes.
like instead of it's well, I mean, I will say when it comes to like being mentally unwell as someone that's mentally unwell, I have lots and lots and lots of sympathy for people and like a big barrier for like what I'm willing to tolerate from them. But at a certain point, I do say like it is also your responsibility to accept, you know, the consequences of your own actions and like what you're doing and how it hurts people. Um, and so like I there's a, like the fascism inciting like because I he scares me because I think there are a lot of young men in general, but especially young black men that I've seen on the internet, especially like not it's kind of died down a little bit more, but like especially when he was like first going like crazy Nazi Kanye, a lot of young black men on the internet were like talking about hating Jewish people and how Jewish people were putting down black men and stuff like that. And it's like, guys,
Yeah, anytime that you're out there promoting hate, I obviously disagree with that.
the only hate I promote is against like oppressive capitalists like Elon Musk and the government and other billionaires. I think those people don't care about us and are the reason why we don't live in a utopia.
I
And if
think
you get rid of
it's.
people like that, I think the everyman, like the regular person, is willing to make lots of compromises if it meant that we would all live in peace and harmony forever. You know, not every compromise, but like it, people have a big misinterpretation of like socialism and communism that it's like, okay, everyone's gonna be equally poor, so that we're all not like super poor, and it's like no, that's not what that is. And I'm not gonna try to sit here and explain the whole thing because I like, you know, I took me years of reading to fully understand what's going on. I can't explain it to you in a few minutes, but it's much more complex than that, I assure you. If you've ever wondered.
I just personally, in the most general terms possible, believe politics is just voting for the less shitty person. They're both, and they're both on some level a person that you're like, man, I really wish that you didn't feel that way. Both of them will have
Yeah,
a quality like that, and you're just like, well, this one I just would tolerate a little bit more. Is what it's that, and that's the what I just don't like about politics. Is because there's
do
always
you think it'd
somebody.
be a lot?
That's just the way it feels. You're just voting for the one person that you're willing to tolerate.
Do you agree it'd be a lot cooler if instead of the status quo, the new ruling class was the working
5,
class?
4, 3,
Do you you know what I would think
1.
would be interesting is if we went back to the times where we had the barter system, and I get a lot of flack for that. But then I believe that people who have a skill become more in demand,
I mean,
and it
this
also promotes our country to want to still for people to want to learn other shit.
in the most genuine way possible. I've met so many people, and I don't mean this like to you, like about you specifically, but I've met so many people where these are communists. Like, I think most people in the United States are communists, but don't have the language to express it, and the language has become so demonized that me saying oh I'm a communist is frightening to people most of the time. You know what I mean?
To be completely honest with you, I don't even really know what that term means when you label yourself as a communist. If that's how far I've removed myself from politics, I
Yeah,
don't even want
and I
to
mean
like.
I mean it's half you removing yourself from politics and half how much society doesn't like communism, and it's but I mean communism itself is
Well, I don't even know what it means to be left wing, if that makes anything for you. Like the
yeah.
wing shit. I don't even know. I don't do that.
I
I
can
don't. I
I
don't
can kind of
do.
explain it if you'd like me to.
Nah, because I don't like. I'm not into the politics stuff. To be
I was gonna
completely
say
honest,
yeah, sure. I don't want
I
that to
and
be
I get
you.
a lot of flack for it. But when
Sure.
I see people discuss politics, it just like when you get two opposing views, right? Okay, I watch survival shows too, and this is gonna seem real irrelevant, but it's gonna get real relevant real fast. There is a
Yeah.
survival show where there was they put politicians on an island together, and you had a Republican and a Democrat, and they had to survive on the island together in a survival situation where they had to cooperate. And then, of course, they talked about their issues. Now, these two, I can't remember the exact fucking topic. The only thing I remember is they had such a heated argument over such a stupid topic that I didn't even understand what the ramifications could potentially be and why they're even arguing about it. I was like, what's the fucking point? I don't really understand why you two are arguing over something so stupid and mundane. And what really bums me out and bothers me is there's going to be some very much larger grand scheme to the reason why they're arguing one side or another for the reasoning they want it, right? Like why they want that rule to be the way they want that rule. There's a reason for it. It's just politics, man. It just seems like a fucking the shadiest, darkest, fucking dirtiest
Yeah.
fuck.
And it sucks too because for the most part, at least in our country, like the left and right, Democrats and Republicans, they they basically want the same things 90% of the time. They're both gonna fund death squads and sorry, I'm getting political again. I don't want to plug your stuff with that.
See, uh, I guess I could see how that could be an issue, but I mean, it's more like I don't represent any sort of belief other than my own, and I don't have a label for it.
Yeah.
It might be labeled by other people, but I also believe I have conflicting beliefs. I already have a conflicting spiritual beliefs, so I don't. I would assume that my uh, political beliefs are conflicting as well. For example, I would like to believe that there's a heaven and a hell and an afterlife, right? But I would also like to believe that it's as simple as like asking for forgiveness to also achieve one of those two things. I would also like to think that there's also reincarnation. Do you see where there's confliction? This
Yeah.
shit, you can't have reincarnation with also having heaven and hell. It just doesn't fucking work. Because like,
I think that have I explained my spiritual beliefs before? Because I mean, now I'm talking about that one too.
well, I also believe that there's okay. So like, I don't want to put off that like I go to church or anything like that. So I don't know. My
I think
beliefs
we've
are just
talked
my
about
own. I'm
our
more
spiritual
basically
beliefs.
very
I'm down to
loosely
keep.
spiritual.
Yeah, I think like we've talked about this before a little bit. I'm down to keep talking about it. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, that's up to, I mean, I don't care. It's stuff to talk
I
about.
just I'm just letting you know that we can like kind of delve deeper into the conversation than we did last time. If you
Fuck
know what I
yeah,
mean.
fuck it.
But because I told you like about my beliefs kind of being a little bit like Eastern beliefs, right? With like Sikhism and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I talk about like doing acid and psychedelics and stuff like that,
yeah.
connecting those two things. You think Nikki's still awake?
I'm was, he hasn't said anything in a long time, to be completely honest. So, I mean, if I were gambling, man, I'd say no. I don't think he's awake.
For his sake, I hope he's asleep, and I hope that he wakes up hours from now with a text on his phone saying that he didn't have to go to work.
I agree with that. I also hope that he understands that the biggest thing, from what I understand, his friend is just moving away. And he'll understand as an adult that doesn't necessarily mean that's the end of your friendship. You're just further away. You can still go see your friend later on. And it actually kind of sometimes it winds up making things a little bit better. I used to go to Michigan every couple of months or whatever to go hang out. It was a 6-hour drive, but it wound up being like a thing and something to look forward to. And then we made it even more special because it was a rare thing to do, and then it wound up making better memories. So there's always a weird silver lining to things. I know it sucks now, and it's hard to see that.
I get it. I mean, it's like, door closes.
I'm
door-
old, man. That's
Window closes, door opens. However
Yeah.
it goes.
Well, then nothing's the
Door
end.
closes,
Like
window
I could understand if he moved to like London, okay. If he went over like the ocean, I suppose I should have asked him if his buddy was within driving distance. You know what I mean? I guess I'm just assuming that he can do that. I suppose if he lives in fucking California and his buddy moved to New York, that's a little bit of a different story. You can't just go, but then it's it's still doable as long as you're on the same continent. You can always make it happen. So that, I mean,
You playing Crossing still?
FaceTimes.
You still in Maradon?
He's still running us through shit.
How's the XP been?
I'll get like 160 per kill for the bigger mobs and 50 for the little chintzy
How
sprites.
close are you to 36?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bubbles, but he's about to kill a bunch, and so it's probably gonna reduce drastically because the XP is actually really good. Because this only would be the 6th time he's had me in there. He takes quite a few breaks, to be completely honest. It's like he doesn't have the bag space, because he's actually using me as bag space too. He's been giving me all his cloth, and he's like, mail this to me, and I was like, okay.
Honestly, you're making me kind of want to go down my mage.
What level is your mage?
37.
Oh, okay. Oh, like right now? Like this has been great.
Yeah.
This gentleman person was 40. Oh, they're still 40. But they weren't 40 when we got in here. I watched them ding 40.
Are there any spots left?
It's just us 3. So yes, I'm sorry. I guess I could have just said yes. But he'll pull like 101 mobs, he says. I don't know how he's got that number figured. But I will tell you, it does look visually like 101 mobs. And then it's kind of fun when he finally, because it takes him a second, he kills all the little sprites, that's fun, you get little trickles, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Then he's got to sit there and kill the trees. And then as the trees go on, you start seeing the 160s tick, 160, 160, 160, 165, 160, 165, 161, 165. And that's fun, because that stacks up quite a bit. And then you just watch your experience bar go up. Like I told you, well, he's not done yet. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Make sure we get every little lick of experience so I can give you the proper, 175. That's actually really high.
I have like an official main character and a couple of alts, so I made another alt.
I was going to say, you've got a few.
I made another one.
So I told you I had 5 bubbles? Now I'm down to 2.5. So basically it's 2.5 bubbles worth of experience each time he pulls. Which is a shit ton of experience. And then he's actually been giving us greens. Did he give me the ring? I actually blinked it out. but he offered to give me this ring. I told him I would have took the bow. There was a bow that dropped. I was like, I would take the bow, but I use guns. Because once again, I'll complain that you can make specialty rocks, but you can't make specialty arrows. I think that's dumb as shit.
So how do you like playing Hunter?
Oh, this is what I played in Classic. So it's very nostalgic for me.
I've never played it, honestly.
Yeah, I like Hunter and Warlock for the same fact. They're pretty similar. Well,
For the pets?
I hate... Damn. What is it? Nightblade? That's crazy.
I mean, like, should it be a night elf hunter or a dwarf hunter? I just made a dwarf hunter and I just started killing wolves, but now that I'm thinking about it, I could be a night elf too. I do like a dwarf though.
He had a purple BOE drop in here.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, the Nightblade. What's that look like, too? Oh, that's actually a pretty bitchin' looking hunter weapon. It's not a hunter weapon. I was just kidding. Chance on hit sends a shadowy bolt in the enemy. It's actually... The funny thing is, it's damn near exactly what I'm using right now, just a super upgraded
Seen that
version.
around.
You said what
You
now?
should get the blade of Hana, so you should get this thingy. Look at all those stats.
Oh, wow. You know what I like about Classic is somehow, like, you look at that weapon and you're like, that's good for everybody. Because it's like 11 to this, 11 to that, 11 to 11, 11. It's not like dominant in any one ability.
It's decent for everybody, but it's really good for Hunter.
What's it look like? Oh, nice. I like that it's a katana.
I mean, Hunter and Paladin get a lot of benefit from that sword, I think.
So where does that drop?
Oh, it's just that's just a world epic.
Oh. So it drops just basically anywhere then.
Yep, just like that other one.
What, that Nightblade that he dropped?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that's a world epic. He's gonna get some good money for that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trading me stuff. Oh, the ring. Oh, a couple of rings. Thank you.
One of my friends won the Cloudkeeper leggings one time in a dungeon, I think. Do you know how much
Nice.
those are worth?
No.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with, he's taking a bathroom break if you're trying to run down here. I don't know what your plan was.
The GoPro was 3,000 gold.
That's
If you
fucking
want it.
dope. I'd be super stoked
do
if I can have some shit like that drop for me in a run.
I didn't win it though, so I'm sad.
You do seem to have a good knack for winning BOEs on roll, though.
Well,
At least in Kata. You fucking, every time they drop, you see, they just seem to
I
wind up
haven't
in
won
your
one in a
back.
while.
Huh?
I haven't won one in a while either.
Ah.
But it's not like a big deal to me. I would rather win one in Classic, if I'm being honest.
I feel like it's harder to get stuff in Classic. Drop rates seem to be a lot lower, and you gotta run things a crazy amount of times to get stuff. Like, did you see Tyler when his fucking, what was it, his helm or whatever? No, that helm was made for him. I forget what dropped. But it took him like 185 runs or some shit. Something stupid. It was like a chromatic carapace or something. Maybe a chess piece. It might, chromatic, I can't fucking remember.
Wait, really? He was that. Oh. Well, I know why he wanted it, but I have that on my Paladin, and I didn't even try to get it. I want it on a greed roll.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
he's got a
that's-
short where he's like, I'm good. And then when he finally got it, he's like, it took me after 180 runs. I was like, what the fuck?
You
The
should
only
have seen
thing
me
I really
when
thought about.
You
Go
should have
ahead,
seen
I'm
me when I
sorry.
got closer. No, you're good. You should have seen me when I got closer. Though I was home alone, hanging out with one of my friends while I was in Discord. Like I had a friend over watching Lord of the Rings while I was in Discord with Mel and Jay, and we were running Dire Mall East together. We killed a boss, and we looted the boss, and the book was there. And I fell out of my chair, and I gasped, and I couldn't breathe for a second, and I started like hyperventilating, and then I jumped up, and I started running around my whole house, not just my room, but just started running around everywhere, going, oh my god, 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 oh my god. It was crazy. It was pandemonium.
That's how I'm gonna feel when I get my staff.
For some reason, I'm not tired. I mean, I should probably go to bed right now. How late are you staying up from now?
Man, you're not the only one that really should be going to bed right now. I really should be going to bed, but it's not often I can sit here and do this. So I'm kind of taking advantage of this until I was thinking I'd go to bed when I hit 36, but I might wait a little bit longer. It depends on how many fucking breaks this guy takes. It seems like after every pull he's taking like a 10-minute break, or he's running up to the next town to vend or some shit. So I might get a little fed up with that and decide that I'm too tired to want to deal with that shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering. I don't know. I just walked my paladin over to Stockades, and I was like, I want to try to make some money, do some stock runs, or
I mean, apparently this person's gonna be in here a while. I don't know. The Gentleman's never even said a word. That's wild. I feel like Gentleman might be MAGA's alt or something, is what it almost feels like.
it'd be funny if you had two mages.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't even put that together. That it was another mage. Because I sat in here and had a whole ass conversation, but like Jakarta and shit with MAGA, and Gentleman hasn't said a fucking word. I'm like, God.
What was he saying about it? I'm curious.
Oh, not a whole lot. Just basically that he lives really close in proximity. Hey, let's see. And we were talking about trains. Sorry.
Nice.
Boots of oh man, King Decapitator. I've always wanted that one, even though it's not really that good for a hunter.
But it's good that I got the chromatic carapace actually, like really good. I need it to tank rag.
Oh, so I did hit it right. The chromatic carapace. Okay, good. I'm glad
Yeah,
that.
that's the item, and then that's the chest plate that you get from it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. I'm glad that I finally, because I was racking my brain. I was like, what the fuck was it called? And then the first word came to me, and I was like, well, good. I'm glad that I didn't have that all messed up. But yeah, I guess it took him like 180 runs for that fucking thing. Is it even like chromatic? It's not. Why would you even call it that? That's disappointing. It should have been all flashy colors. No, I'm just kidding.
I also need lots of money to buy fire resistant stuff.
Yeah, that's
I
one
need,
thing
like-
that's going to be a big fucking change for me that I'm not used to, is running around for buffs and saving them, and then like having
I need-
consumables for resistances, and then like,
Well,
do you
I
guys
mean,
use
it's even
Petri
worse because-
potions? Do you guys use that crazy
No.
shit?
The Petries are just a hardcore thing. Don't worry about it, at least. But I will say, I lost what I was gonna say.
Well, I was talking about buffs and how that's going to be like my biggest swing of like learning things.
automatic here. Oh, fire resistance. Yeah, I need over 400 fire resistance.
Is that everybody needs that much, or is that just the tank?
No, just me. Just tanks.
Because as DPS, you do need a little bit still, or no?
Probably a little bit. I'll have to double check.
But you're not stacking forward or having a soft cap.
That's yeah, because the problem is that I need like I'm like worrying more about fire resistance than I am defense, like literally any other stat. No other stat matters as much as fire resistance does. So I'm literally going to be putting on leather and nail pieces as long as it gives me fire resistance. Like you just throw out all your tanking knowledge and go fire resistance, fire resistance, fire resistance, fire resistance, fire resistance.
Dang. It's kind of wild. Did she say he's going to the bathroom? What's he doing? Oh, wait, no. Actually, wait. I spaced out so much he's down here pulling shit.
I had a big yawn. I don't
I
know
did
if
too.
it's, I don't know if that's the world telling me something.
Oh, I know. 5 o'clock is usually the latest. I try to let myself stay up because my sleep schedule's already super fucked up. I shouldn't be staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning, and I never have up until about 2 months ago.
I think we should both go to bed now, because
Well, I'm gonna.
if we stay up any longer, you know what we risk.
Not probably going to bed.
Well, not that, but the sun coming up.
And that makes it
Before we
harder for
sleep.
me to sleep. So I'm
Also
gonna let
makes
him
me
finish
better.
this pull, and I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna take off, and I'll send him all his cloth and bandages. And if
Word.
there's anything else he wants me to take with me. But if I wait for him to finish this, I should hit 36, which is another reason why I'm going. Well, 30. Am I 35 or 34? Yeah, I'll hit 36, so I'm definitely interested in that.
Alright, friend. I'm gonna head to sleeps.
All right.
I'll see you around, my buddy.
Yep, you too.
I'll definitely be on this tomorrow. We'll definitely hang out tomorrow.
And then Nikki, I know you're still probably wearing your headset. Sleep, bud. Glad you fell asleep. Sleep
Hope
well,
we're
bro.
influencing your dreams. I hope you dream
Just
about me, Anthony.
words of encouragement in his dreams, exactly.
Good boy. Keep going, Nicky. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna piss myself if he says something tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be
I'm just trying to
fantastic.
influence his dreams the way I want them to go.
Alright, bro. You have a good night.
Good night, buddy.
Phew. I get to keep 2 rings. There's that. And that is the end for me, my friends. It is late, early, late, depending on the fire. Late, early, late, late, early, late, early, late. It's time for bed. So, thanks for tuning in. Really love it when you guys stop by. I really appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. And, like, follow, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think. And, you can always swing by the Discord. There's stuff in there for suggestions. Let me know. Yeah. Have a wonderful evening, all. I love you. Bye.